this point of contention, this topic, every time I bring it up. Because isn't there a alternative way to build a 302 zapper with a 327, or is that with a 350 block? With a 4-bolt main?
Well,
It used to be a 327 with a 283, wasn't
the
it?
cranks are interchangeable on those blocks, so you can kind of build all kinds of concoctions. Like
Yeah.
a 307 is that's a concoction of, I think it's a 327 crank in a 283 block, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but they do all, like Chevy made a 307, right?
Yes,
and
yeah,
so
68 was the
they
first
do
year,
weird
yeah.
stuff with them, right? Like a 4-inch bore, a 350 is a 4-inch bore, but a longer stroke, and a 327 is a 4-inch bore with a shorter stroke.
Right.
So what was the 302?
So like on the Chevelle, I had like yours.
Yeah.
Like I used to have a green one like his at one time, and I put a 327 block in it, but I put a 350 crank in it, and so it makes a little more torque, but it dresses up real nice like a 327.
Okay.
And what's that for cubic inches?
Oh, it was a 350. It's the same bore. The cylinder size is exactly 4-inch, same as the 327.
Yeah, but didn't you say the stroke?
The
was
stroke
shorter?
is different.
Well,
So
then it's got to give you less displacement.
Well, no, the stroke is longer, so it gives you the 350 crank. So basically, a 327 and a 350 are exactly the same. It's just a different stroke crank.
Oh, okay.
But I use the old school 327 block with the PCV valve behind the distributor.
Yeah, like
so
I got.
Yeah, so then when you open the hood, you have the valve covers, no PCV valve in it, and it looks authentic, right? And then you can add the manifold, and then I get the Elderbrock 2101 manifold, and they have a spot to bore out for the filler tube, and then
So you can actually
then you
stick
put
it
it in there.
in.
And my neighbor's a machinist; he machines the manifold out for me, and it looks like Bob's your uncle, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Except
That's
you're
what it
running-
is.
Yeah.
But to make a 302 zapper like that in the 69-inch Camaros,
Ask Darcy that.
there's
What was it?
Pardon me, sorry?
There's like
302. How did the Chevy make the 302?
It is a D-stroked 327, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So it's just shorter crank
I
stroke.
think you know what?
So
I
it
think
spins higher.
I think it's a 283 crank and a 4-inch bore.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean.
Okay.
327 D-stroked.
Yeah.
So smaller cubes, but higher revving because they made
Yeah,
it for
short
SCAA.
crank. You can actually spin higher RPM.
and why are they so difficult to tinker with and tune? Those 302s?
They aren't because
They're
they
not
were,
necessarily that hard.
because
to
everybody
tinker
rat
with.
bagged them.
So,
Yeah.
so like
Right.
my dad had a 67 Camaro and it came with a 302. It wasn't original, and we raced that thing, and it would leave like really slow, like you, and then you get to the top of first gear, and it would actually turn the tires, and then you shift to get the tires to stop spinning. And
So it's high RPM
and,
engine.
and it would rev really high. It's like a bomb went off at high RPM, right? It's
They
like
have zero torque
Yeah.
at low RPM.
Because
It's a short
basically,
stroke.
when they brought in S Sports Car Club of America Racing, they had a 302 cubic inch limit,
That was the limit, yeah.
right? So that's why the Camaros, the AMXs, like all
All of
of them
Small
had to
cubic
have
inch,
3
yeah.
cubic inch motor max. So
Yeah.
Chevy didn't have one, they made one, and then they put it in the Camaro.
Yeah. They actually made a street version. Mopar didn't, AMX didn't. Well, AMX had the 304.
Yeah.
But actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the
Didn't they have
AMX
a
version,
291?
290 something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
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 Because I know.
And then Ford had, obviously
Yeah.
the Boss 302,
Yeah,
right? So
right, yeah.
that was the
And the
corresponding.
bigger your stroke, the less you want to RPM it because you have more. Think of your elbow like going around and around and around. You have a short one; it's less likely to break, right? And it's harder to turn that sucker high RPM, right? And so that
rotating weight.
So like the 302 is great for road racing because they're always running around at 6,000-7,000 RPM around the track, right?
But
it.
from a drag race standpoint, it's not the one without a lot of gear.
Yeah.
It needs a lot of crutch to get it going.
Right.
But when you're buzzing it at
kinda like
5, 6,
most Chevys,
7,000
they need a
all day
lot of
long,
help.
then you got short stroke, high RPM.
So it's good for racing.
yes, well,
true,
it's
though.
good for
Yeah.
road racing.
Not
it's
for drag
good
racing.
drag
You know,
racing.
I'm talking, compared to.
Yeah.
But how do you make a value 302? It's take a 327
Well, no,
block?
but you got to find a DZ block if you want to make a real
Yeah,
one.
to really make one.
Yeah.
Yes,
right.
but what's the difference in the DZ block and
So
a
if you want a DZ block,
number
I got
on
a
it.
buddy that's got one.
It's a collector issue only.
Yes.
So you could make a 302, no problem putting in the car, but if you want a
if you
numbers
don't-
match price for it, you got to find the right block.
Actual DZ. So unfortunately,
For sure.
Yeah.
unfortunately, this year at Indy, the two brothers that actually bought a brand new Camaro with a 302 in 1967 took it to the U.S. Nationals and won the U.S. Nationals in 1967. They've been there every year except for this year.
really
Was that right?
running the
They're
same
great guys.
same block?
Wenzel's. Same car.
Same car. Yeah.
Same car, yeah, yeah.
Different combination now.
But
No, 302. Yeah.
So-
They run D stock.
Okay.
so the nostalgia of the 302 It's just that it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool combination. High RPM, really high RPM engine, right?
But I'd like to build one for fun without a real block.
Yeah.
Well,
Easily
whatever.
enough done.
Easy. I got 327s.
Yeah,
But I
bring-
thought it was more. It was like
No.
aluminum heads.
Bring the parts. Bring the
No,
parts over.
they never had aluminum heads in 1967.
So why does it have so much power?
It doesn't.
It's just high
Because the RPMs.
It means high RPM.
It's just a
power.
myth.
It's the cam.
It's a myth.
not
It's
a
like
myth.
saying a Hemi's good.
Yeah, but they are good.
Good paperweights.
Anyway,
Remember what Steve told you at Indy? He goes, it's like playing with a hand grenade with the pin pull.
yeah, you pull a pin, you never know when it's going
It's
to
gonna go off.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Why don't
So
you
it's-
just Google build a 302, Matt?
I've done it in the past. I just wanted to hear a conversation
Okay,
about it
yeah,
from
okay.
Bring the
experts.
parts over.
Bring the parts over in cash. Darcy can help you out.
Exactly.
Because they are powerful engines, like for on the road.
They were
and
only rated at 271, I think.
No,
weren't they?
They're 295.
Oh, yeah,
They had more
295.
folklore around them than they were actually,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
It's like a Boss 302.
But
They're
it's-
great. The Ford Boss 302. They're
Yeah.
cool piece, but street ability, none.
Put a
It's
4.6 in,
it's
somehow
just-
some blow
It's
his
kind
doors
of
off.
like the Superbirds that they built. They built them for NASCAR. They weren't a great street car, but they're a great NASCAR, right? And it's like the 302. They built them for their road race series, like the Trans Ams and stuff, and they were great for that. But they're not that great a street car.
Right.
But
But they sound pretty good.
Oh yeah, they're badass. Yeah.
Is that because of the cam?
Well, everything. It was the package.
So the
cam,
cam
the
is a bit-
heads,
yeah,
valves.
it's not just a-
Like you can't tell
Exhaust.
your stroke. Your stroke doesn't make a different sound or not. It's your cam that's making the sound. The overlap of your intake and exhaust valves, and that'll create your tone or your pitch or your engine.
Your lobe separation.
Like that's why, like my small block 327 sounds nice and mild and restrained.
Exactly.
And then you fire up the 502 and it's blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's too bad Justin took the 6-pack home because for a street car, that thing sounds nice.
Like stock super stock engines sound so good. Like they sound so volatile, just the way their cams are structured.
Yeah.
They sound like really explosive.
Well, the duration.
Yeah.
The
Because I mean,
duration
like
is
my
everything.
327 is 275 horse.
Yeah, that's what I
Daryl's
always
327 is
thought.
Daryl. What's your motor?
Which one in the race car?
Yeah,
327.
Yeah, but 5 horsepower.
Oh, 560, 562. Yeah.
So you go from 275 to 560, double,
Yeah.
just by heads, cam,
But
valve.
you're not bored out any more than.
No, I'm 70 over.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
you
allowed
are.
maximum 80,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, most 327s that are still running around have been done twice. They're 60 over.
Exactly.
Usually, right?
Yeah.
Unless you find one that's, I mean, mine I think are only 30 because I pulled them out of 66 Impalas 15
Exactly.
years ago.
If you can find one that hasn't been
I got a
parked.
couple of stock
yeah.
wars at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here's another question. So, okay, well, thank you for educating me on the 302 Chevy 302. A little
Well,
bit.
you'll ask us the same question tomorrow because you won't remember any of it. Matt. I have faith in you.
So what? Okay, and so this is the next part. So, what's the difference between? So I bought that 409,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So what's the difference
head.
between a 409 like engine from like a GTO or whatever, right? Is it from a GTO?
420,
389.
389.
Totally different engine.
What's the 409?
Pontiac or Chevy?
409 is
Chevy
Chevy.
Yes.
Chevy was 348, 409.
with a porcupine head.
And those are prehistoric big blocks, really.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Because actually
precursor
your
to the
combustion chamber is
396.
partway in your cylinder.
Yeah.
Like,
So it came in this thing that I bought, but
Yeah, but you bought that. I think yours is a truck 409.
yeah. So what's the difference between a truck 409 and the other 409?
Heads.
you know,
think
I would
the
I would
heads,
assume
right?
cylinder head and
I think the
camshaft.
block is a little taller.
Yeah.
Could be.
It's
Could
like
be.
it's
I
like
don't
an
know.
industrial
Longer stroke?
427 and a
Yeah.
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 Camaro Copo 427.
Yeah.
So the stroke is
Same
longer.
tube, but yeah, longer stroke.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, they weren't the truck motors were not high revving, but I mean the 409 Chevy made one with the dual carbs 425 horse. That was a screamer.
My dad did a clone in a 62
Yeah,
Bel
but I think the
or
last year
Biscayne.
was 64.
They look cool.
Yeah.
But they-
It's
well,
a
like
nostalgia
JF
piece.
put one.
Exactly. They were not a good power piece for racing.
Otherwise they would have kept them going, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, they were.
If you start actually, if you look at stock eliminator, it'll tell you which pieces are still relevant
Okay.
as far as building power.
Yeah.
I'm talking old cars, right?
Yeah.
It's very easy to tell. So in a stock automatic, for instance, my 426 Max Wedge is very relevant today. Same with the Hemis, very relevant. 427 Chevy, 396 Chevy.
Chevy, yep.
Right, yeah.
Because everybody, lots of people are
Ford
still
427,
still running them.
428, 390. Those are relevant. AMXs, their big ones are still relevant.
401.
401s are still
390,
relevant.
yep.
They're not an A stock because they can't fit that high.
Yeah.
But you know, those are relevant engines. Like what I mean by that means they're engines that even in the day were superior design to like a 409.
Yeah.
409 is a cool design
Right.
and very nostalgic.
There is
and
one
neat.
guy running one just recently. Did you see that on
Yeah.
Class Racer or whatever? I forget who it is. Somewhere back east, and he's
Yeah.
got one. I don't know how competitive he is, but I think he's
No.
running it in stick, so then he has a
Yeah.
little more leeway, right?
And they're under factor.
Yeah.
Like they got a favorable factor.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So I'm not saying that they
Yeah.
without a ton of money.
But if you
Right.
got a crappy combination, put a stick shift in there, and you won't have any competition.
Because
Well,
Yeah.
so
nobody writes the
so like if
sticks.
we're
Not
like
many stick cars.
Yeah, not many stick cars. So what I say by that is, so like if you're a super stock J car, if you run a stick shift, I won't have any heads up races because there aren't any other super stock J cars.
Right.
Not many.
No, yeah, maybe like
In
few
the
and
whole
far
country,
between.
might
But
be a few.
yeah, but J automatic, there's probably 20 of them running around at least.
More than that.
Probably
yeah.
more than that. Yeah. And
Now,
so
do
then.
do you get what you call them statistic sheets?
No.
Yeah. Nitro Joe.
Oh no.
I get them every year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's good because it tells you total cars in the country,
Oh, okay.
who's where,
Yeah.
who's the
just
fastest.
a little bit.
You know,
Perfect. That's great.
I can't. You got to pay for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you for the intel, guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
I will
bet.
forget it in
That'll be
2
$5.
minutes.
That's all right.
Class is in session.
Is that American?
So you dealt with Mike in the 80s?
In the 80s, yeah. Like I got my car in 84. And so between 84 and 87, I built my car over 3 years. And so, yeah, I was hunting for parts. And then I heard about this Mike Hall guy had stuff down there down by the river. So I go poking around there, and there's this old house there, and it's all kind of, looking like, I don't know if I want to knock on that door or not. And you get close to the porch, and all of a sudden, these pit bulls are bouncing around everywhere. And you're knocking on the door, no one's answering. And then all of a sudden, you hear the door kind of, and this guy pokes his head out. It's like, oh, I don't know if I want to talk to that guy or if he wants to talk to me, man. I don't know. I'm a little scared.
What do you want?
What do you want? I didn't sleep last night. Anyway, he had a 65 Chevelle there, and I can't remember exactly all the dealings we had or not, but I'm sure there's a few things that ended up on my car here or there over those few years.
Was he that pressed about not selling parts at that time too?
Yeah, he was hard, because everything, he wanted $1 million for everything. I think I wanted 3 screws out of the dash, and I think that was $500, and
And I just said I don't sell parts. There you go.
yeah.
That's where it all began.
But yeah, he had a pretty cool 65 Malibu 2-door hardtop sitting back there, an SS car, I think. And then a bunch of other stuff too. So yeah, it was always
A
interesting,
lot
right?
of Novas back in the day.
Yeah.
Really?
I had a bunch of them.
Yeah,
Deal
but-
with Mike in the 80s. I would love to take a
I had short hair.
DeLorean back.
but
those times.
I don't know what you had funny glasses. I think.
Yeah.
You didn't have the almost like goggles.
Yeah, sport glasses.
Yeah, like they were real strange looking things.
Like PPE, probably.
Yeah, they were
Like I
yeah,
remember them
yeah.
kind of maybe if I can remember right, they were maybe purple. Were they purple?
No, but I used to wear like glasses for playing basketball and
Yeah.
like just sport glasses.
Just like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Yeah, something like that.
And
Yeah,
you'd wear them all the time.
Really?
it's a fashion statement.
Was it, or are you
It's
just
kinda like
lazy?
Avery, it's kind of like Avery has gumboots. He had those glasses on.
Do you have any pictures of you back then?
No.
You must.
They kept cracking the camera. That's when we had film back in those days. The shutter would break.